Okay, welcome to week 4 of our 4-part core series with Gabriel Benjamin. Let's get ready. This is the last one. Nice job so far.
All right, we made it to week 4. Welcome again, everyone. We're going to begin with core alignment in our standing posture. So even feet about as wide as the hips. As always, the abs in. We're staying open in the chest and standing tall. We'll warm up with a few rounds of toe touches. Now, if your hamstrings are tight, you could go wider feet and bend the knees. So go ahead and hinge at your hips. Real flat back is important. And touch down. Maybe hold the legs, stand up straight, keep your abs in, and touch down. Stand tall. Again, toe touches. Consider bending the knees, especially when standing up. Having a flat back is super key for standing up with healthy strengthening, and it's good for the discs to keep that back flat when lowering, but especially when standing up. Good. Now go ahead and shift the weight onto the left foot. Bring the right knee up and across, touch, switch, and keep going side to side. It's a little bit strengthening, mostly just warming up slowly as we always do. Side to side knee lifts. Continuing with the theme with working lateral tone and mobility. Finishing the left side, and we're ready for our first plank. So keep the abs in like we've been doing every week. Place the hands, lots of intention, even alignment, very long in the plank. Hips shoulder level or a little lower, flat or rounded back. Part the shoulder blades, tone the legs, lift out of the wrists and shoulders. Remember, for those who suffer with wrist pain, hands a little more forward is good. And we're going to do a kickstand. So put the left foot in front of the right. Balance on the side of the right foot. Left arm up. Kickstand side plank. You could do knee down if you need. Without rushing, let's go ahead and come on down. Switch to the other side. Flat right foot. Side of the left foot down. Right arm up. Kickstand. And without rushing, come on down. Lower all the way down. And lift. Legs and chest. Then hands. Work on rolling the knees in. Open the arms back. And come on down. Hands under hips. Lift the right leg. Roll the knee in. Come on down. Lift the left leg. Roll the knee in. Lower, but tuck the foot under. And now we can lift the right leg with that foot tucked under. The opposite foot tucked under gives us a little more height. Remember to roll the knee in. That helps us to access more muscles and protect the iliac spine and sacrum. We're going to lower, tuck the right foot under, point the left foot, switch. Come on up. Roll the knee in. Good, come on down. Hands under, or alongside chest, I should say. Come up to a normal position, then take plank. Top of a push-up. Really firm legs, lifting out of the shoulders, and then stack the legs. Side plank. You could do kickstand or knee down again, otherwise feet together. And for the final challenge of our side plank, we're going to add 3 optional leg lifts. So you lift the top leg once, keeping the foot flexed, twice, keep the core in, and 3 times without rushing. And likewise, when you come down, avoid rushing so you can maximize the strength in the core. It's also softer on the joints that way. Moving slowly with less sound, soft on the joints. We'll go ahead and do the other side plank. You can do any of the modifications we've learned so far. Otherwise, flexing the top foot, lift once, twice, and maybe 3 times for maximizing the core strength. And maybe 3 counts, 1, 2, 3, intentionally coming down to a plank. And knees down, lower all the way. Arms overhead. Extend through the ankles. Start rolling the knees in before lifting, and really keep that as you lift. Arms and legs. Remember to Basic form if your neck or shoulders hurt. Otherwise, this extension is great for the posterior strength. And come on down. Use the core and lift. Come to neutral, do a lateral press to the right and a lateral press to the left. Switch to having the elbows down. Work the legs way back and drop the hips. Tuck the tail. Firm the legs. Part the shoulder blades. Elbow plank. And knees down. We're going to reposition for an elbow side plank. So right elbow down. Lengthen the legs. You could do bottom knee down or kickstand. Otherwise, feet together, strong feet. Really lift the hips up to lift out of the bottom shoulder. And again, without rushing, let's come down. Gently put the knees down. Other side. This is not so good if you have road rash on your arm. So you can do either a resting period or more plank on the hand. Otherwise, side plank on the arm, a little easier on the wrist and shoulder, but harder on the lateral abs, so that's a good thing. And again, take your time, come on down, and let's switch to having the legs in front. So, sit to the side, bring the legs through, and like we've been doing continuously, we're going to set up for the V. Knees high, chest high, arms extend, option to extend the legs. Keep the knees lifting. A little shaking is good, right? Knees lowering, not so good, right? So keep the knees high and chest high. It's okay to bend or hold the ground. Low position, just hover and look at the toes. Now do a little swim where you lift arms and legs, taking a little swim before you splash into the floor. A little bit more, unless you're ready to rest already, that's fine. And then take a release all the way down. Take a little rest. All right, very good, but not too much rest. Take the hands behind the head, and because we all love to bicycle, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the core bicycle. So, right elbow, left knee. Switch sides. Get great extension in that bottom leg. And go back and forth. Core bicycles. A few more. Remember, when we do this sequence recline, you can always rest. Otherwise, keep going. Nice steady pace. So you have a rhythm. You're maximizing the strength. And not going too slow, not going too fast. Finding that rhythm that's just right. Good. And take rest. Catch your breath a little bit. And we're going to hold the back of the legs and rock on up. Draw the hips back. Draw the hips back, and then again, set up for the V. Knees high, chest high, hold the ground, the legs or arms out. Straighten the legs by pointing the ankles. That helps the hamstring length, but only if you can keep the knees high. Okay, and we're in the V and low V. Just hover, look at the toes. If you need rest already, just go down. Otherwise, we're going to hover, and we're going to accordion. Wide arms, wide legs. Come back to center. Accordion repeatedly. And this will help us to strengthen the inner and outer hips of the core as well as the torso muscles. A few more rounds of the accordion. And then give it a rest. Rest and relax. And bring the feet together. Feet together. Point the feet. Lift the right leg. Lift the left as you lower the right. We know the scissors pretty well by now. Do scissors. If your hip flexors hurt, you can do one leg at a time. Otherwise, we're moving both legs at once. You can sit anything out and rest anytime. Otherwise, doing this will be good to keep the spine flat, but really work the core in the legs and the torso. Little bit more. Left leg lifts and lowers. Good work. Catch your breath a bit. Take a little rest. All right. Knees bend in. Hug the knees in. Rock on up. Hips back. Hips back, hips back. Another V. Knees high, chest high. Remember all the different options. Take the full V if you can keep the knees lifted. And low position. Hover in the low V. And again, make fists, thumb face each other. Flex the feet. Lift right leg. Crisscross. Keeping the feet tight so your inner thighs work. The inner hips strengthen, which is a part of the core we can easily overlook. But we need the whole core to be strong. If one part of the core is weak while the rest of it's really strong, the joints are susceptible to lose form and alignment. Injury happens more often that way. So this is a good thing. Even though temporarily it sucks, in the long term, you'll thank me later. A little bit more if you can, that's good. And rest. Whew. That's a good one. All right. And the reward for some hard work is some more hard work. So go ahead and bring the feet together. Flex the feet. So we're going to lift the feet just a bit and go up to the right and down to the left. Up to the left, down to the right. And repeat the figure eight. Nice, smooth motions that work into lots of different core muscles here. Don't go too fast, don't go too slow. And when you're ready, take rest and release. After you catch your breath a bit, we're going to do the reverse track of the figure eight. So bring the feet together, lift just a bit, and then go down to the left, up to the right, down to the right, up to the left, and repeat the reverse track of the figure eight. This is one of the hardest core workouts. We've saved the best for last. It covers so many bases at once, right? So we strengthen in every nook and cranny. We leave no stone unturned. One more full rep of the figure eight track and rest. Good. Let's go ahead. Bring the knees into chest. Rock on up. And switch to a hands and knees position. We're going to go ahead and lift the right knee out to the side and extend the leg. Lateral cat, flex the foot. Come back to center. Lift the left knee to the side. Flex the foot, extend the leg, and come back to center. Then step the right foot up. Have the knee above the ankle. Lengthen the back leg. Stand up for a crescent. Either hold the thigh the whole time or lift the arms. And if you can, do a half bow, and then lift, and do a full bow, or do a half bow again, and lift. Draw into the core to lift. Hands down. Left hand turns to the left. Back leg stays strong. Right arm up. And come down. Back knee down. Take another breath or two, just stretching and relaxing. And switching to left side, left foot up, lengthen the back leg, knee above the ankle, and knee facing forward. So you stack it and track it. Crescent lunge, strong back leg, half bow, and lift. Full bow, or just another half bow, and lift. Hands down. Turn the right hand to the right, left arm up. Open the chest, back leg strong. Come on down. Back knee down, just stretch a little bit. We worked the hip flexors pretty hard, so now it's time to pay them back. And we are complete. So that concludes our 4th week of the core sequence. Special thanks to my friend Phil Gaimon for putting me on his channel, and I look forward to seeing you all again when he and I work on another project. Ciao for now.
All right, that is the completion of the 4-week core series. Come back to this as a refresher, and or do it every year. But thanks for checking it out, and don't forget to donate in the description below. There's links, and check out more from our friend Gabriel. See ya.